Hello students, welcome to 8th standard geography class. Today we are going to start with population growth. This is the last topic of population dynamic chapter number 2. This topic is given on page number 35 to 37 of your geography book. The objectives of the topic are to study and discuss about the population growth and composition of population. Before we start, let's discuss the important terms of the topic. Number 1 is growth of population. The change in the total number of inhabitants of an area during a specific period of time. Second is birth rate. Number of births per thousand people in a year. Death rate. Number of deaths per thousand people in a year. Age composition. The age structure of population. Sex ratio. The ratio of males to females in a population. Let's start with the reading. Take out your page number 35 of your lesson number 2, population growth. The growth of population is the change in the total number of inhabitants of an area during a specific period of time. This growth can be in the form of positive change or negative change. Population growth is the increase in the number of individuals in a population. Positive change refers to the increase in the population of an area in the specific period of time. On the other hand, negative change refers to the decrease in the population of an area in a specific time period. These changes are closely related to the components of population change. The components of the population change are birth rate, death rate, and migration. So, number 1 is birth rate. Birth rate, it refers to the number of live births per thousand people in a year. Next is death rate. It refers to the number of deaths per thousand people in a year. Now students, question come here is how they affect the population growth. Let's understand with the simplest way. The birth rate and the death rate of a country determine its population growth. When the birth rate exceeds the death rate, the population growth rises. And when the death rate goes up, the population growth fails. And when they are equal, the population is stable. Come back to the reading again. The annual rate of natural increase or decrease of a population is measured by the difference in number of births and deaths during a year. If the births are more than the deaths, there will be an increase in population, while the population decreases if the number of deaths exceeds the number of births. Next component of the population is migration. Migration, the movement of people from one place to another, is called migration. It has two main types. Number 1 is in-migration. When people or migrants come from other places and settle down at a particular place, it is called in-migration. It is also called immigration. And out-migration. In this form of migration, people move from particular area to settle down in another area. It is also called emigration. Students, both the terms we can understand well with the help of this picture. Emigration means when someone leaving his own country, and immigration means when someone come and settle down in a particular area. Migration affects the distribution of population in a country or an area. Migration can be temporary or permanent. Migration can be from rural area to rural area, urban area to urban area, rural area to urban area, and urban area to rural area. This we have already discussed in our migration chapter. Next point is composition of population. It deals with the characteristics of the population of an area. It comprises age composition, sex ratio, literacy, urban and rural population of a place. Number one is age composition. It shows the age structure of the population. It is the distribution by age of the population. The whole population of a country can be categorized in three categories: children 0 to 15 years, dependent population, adults working age population 15 to 58 years, and old age dependent population 58 and more. If the working age population is more than the dependent population in a country, it means the country has great human force which can contribute in the economic development of a country. But if the dependent population is more than working age population, there will be an increased burden on the working age population to maintain the upbringing of the economically dependent people. Next point is sex ratio. It shows the ratio of males to females. It can be described as the number of females per thousand males. Next point is literacy. Literacy means the ability to read and write. Literacy shows the number of educated people in the world. Literacy rate is not same in all the areas of the world. It is more in the urban areas than in the rural areas. For example, in West Asian countries, the literacy rate is higher in males than the females. The reason behind is they are having more facilities of education. More schools, more colleges are available in urban areas as compared to rural areas. Next point is age and sex pyramid. This is the last point and it is a very interesting point of the topic. The age sex structure of a population comprises a number of females and males in different age groups. It's shown by age and sex pyramid. The shape of the age and sex pyramid shows the characteristics of the population. The left hand side shows the percentage of males and the right hand side shows the percentage of females in each age group. Let's understand with the help of this diagram. We are having age and sex pyramid of Nigeria and Australia. We will discuss one by one. Let us discuss the first case of Nigeria. In this picture, the percentage of male and female population is taken on the x-axis and the age structure is taken on the y-axis. Here we can see that in Nigeria, the male and female who are below 15 years of age are more in number than the people who are between 15 to 60 years of age. It means that the dependent population of Nigeria is more than the working population. Whereas in the second case, we can see that in Australia, the children below 14 years are less than the working population belonging to the age group of 15 to 16 years. Even the old age people are more in Australia as compared to Nigeria. So we can say that in Australia, the working population is more than the dependent population of Nigeria. Now students, this is the time to inquire some more terms. Overpopulation. It is an undesirable condition when the number of people or a population exceeds the carrying capacity of a particular area. China is an overpopulated area. It is caused due to reduced mortality rate, better medical facilities, technological advancement in medical field, immigration, lack of family planning. The ill effects of overpopulation are depletion of natural resources, unemployment, crime, environmental degradation. Second term is underpopulation. This condition exists when population is too small. A very small population is unable to fully utilize the available resources. Australia and Russia are the examples of underpopulated areas. So students, this is all about our today's topic, population growth. With that, we have complete our population dynamic chapter also. Hope you understand well. You have to revise it and solve the related back exercise. We will meet very soon. Till then, have a nice day.